everybody, and welcome on into the newest edition of Sports Am I the Asshole from the live recording session. We're going to jump in right into it right now, right away. But before we do that, you should go and check out the merch. We probably have some new items up there, some stuff that's workout apparel, some stuff that is summer friendly. Store.gmfst.com is where you can get some sweet merch. Show off some merch, editors. Whoa! See, all of that cool stuff could be yours. You just got to go to store.gmfst.com to get some today, and it goes a long way to support the podcast, especially since we no longer have an exclusivity deal with Spotify for video exclusivity, which means you can go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/gmfst, to watch all episodes of Go, My Favorite Sports Team. Ones even before we had video are still up there with minor animations, but all of the video editions are now available on the GMFST YouTube. But anyway, like I said, we're jumping into it right away. Let's go. Part 2 of the live recording session of Sports Am I the Asshole?
Why is it titled like this? Am I the Asshole? Women's Sports. Why are you making me do this, man?
It's just the order. It just happened to fall in place.
Am I the asshole? Women. Yeah.
Listen. You're married. I'm not. I can't possibly read this one.
What does that have to do with anything? All right, whatever. Am I the Asshole? Women's Sport by Several Bug 3, just so people know it's not me. Myself, 25 male, and a close friend, 24 female, were chatting about the recent Women's Cricket World Cup. This was 6 years ago, by the way. We both agreed it was great that 86,000 people went to the final, and that it's proof that women's sports is getting more attention. She wanted to talk about the game, but I said that I didn't get up to watch it. When she asked me why, I said that while I appreciate women's sport, think it's a good thing that the public and media are providing more support, and that I hope it continues the upward trajectory. I find women's sport generally to be poor standard. And this is me reading.
Yeah, he is reading.
I'm reading something. I am reading it. I'm reading it, right? This is just reading. I find women's sport generally to be poor standard, and I'm not particularly interested in I'm reading women's cricket or football unless the standard of the game improves. I thought this was completely reasonable. Oh my, she did not agree. I was called every ist under the sun. I'm mainly a sexist pig, apparently. I let her finish her rant. I'm reading.
I let her. Yeah.
I know. I'm reading. Why don't you let me read?
Okay.
Which is what I'm doing. I'm only reading. I let her finish her rant and said, I'm sorry, but it's the same reason I don't watch the Scottish 3rd Division. What the fuck is that? Or people playing cricket down the park.
You went further down in the hole. Scottish 3rd Division, I think, is like the 3rd division of soccer in Scotland.
She hasn't spoken to me for 2 days. Now, I really think what I said was reasonable.
No.
These are the kind of things where I'm like, I hope it's fake. I hope this is, but I know that
we both know it's probably not.
I know. Yes, I know.
Yeah. There is an interesting thing to be said about this in the sense that women playing a sport and men playing a sport have differences.
I was reading.
They have differences, but neither is a lower standard than the other.
Yeah.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
They're designed differently. Also, women didn't get access to sport until later than men throughout the collegiate activity with Title IX, which only came about, I think, in the 80s. If I remember right. So the access to sports for women and for them to continue advancement in those pursuits has been less time. But there are plenty of sports where women have beaten men. Shooting. In the division of like gender disparity, the reason they got sectioned off is men were getting upset that women were actually beating them.
Interesting.
There's history to that.
Uh-huh.
There's also things that show different advantages that women have in pain tolerance, in endurance.
Generally, flexibility and that kind of thing.
Flexibility as well. There's a reason why men's gymnastics and women's gymnastics are different. Part of it is patriarchal, but another part of it is the fact that can a guy really land on his crotch on a balance beam? Because that's a trick that is done in gymnastics.
You know, I haven't heard that argument before. So, I haven't heard that one, I haven't heard it.
I think specifically in gymnastics, the skill sets are so different that they focus on different muscle groups, but they can't really do the same things on either side.
It's the same reason that women can't do the pommel horse, because their ovaries are in their hands. I'll see you guys. Yeah, well, I was always one bad joke away from my career being over, but I'll see you around, you guys. All right.
No, remember that historically they couldn't ride trains because they'd go too fast that their organs would fall out.
Women's organs would fall out?
Yeah.
How fast were those trains? If you go fast enough, my organs are going to fall out.
That's true. That's true. But this is old trains. They weren't as fast as trains today.
How weak were the old women? I don't know. It seems like if their
What
organs
is this about old women?
If their organs were falling out,
they weren't.
Well, yeah, if the women are old enough, then, I mean, if anyone's old enough, their organs are going to fall out. Right?
I mean, if you sit on the toilet too long, your organs can fall out. You don't know about this?
What do you mean you don't know about this? Like, as if this is common.
There's a dude that sat on the toilet so long that he fell out his butthole.
He fell out his own butthole?
Yes.
You're lying.
No,
this
it's
is
not.
a lie.
This is not a lie.
This is not true.
This is true.
Not true.
It's true.
Anyway, enough of that.
By the way, stream, if you're watching right now, store.gmfst.com is up right now, and you can get yourself some sweet merch.
You can finger sports too.
Yes.
I was wearing the shirt earlier, and I changed it to come over here. I don't know why I did that.
I was going to put on a different shirt, and then I realized my hat matched this shirt better, so I switched.
If you get your iFinger Sports merch, you can also get a mini iFinger Sports foam finger. Foam finger.
And if you have the bigger foam finger, if you already bought the foam finger, that mini foam finger can fit on the tip of the big foam finger. You can finger your finger.
Stop saying finger. Stop it, man. It's cool when I say it. It's uncool when you say it.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, man. Look, I don't know what you're talking about, man. If you want to talk about this off stream, we could. Actually, no, let's talk about it on stream because it'll be really good for engagement. Look, you got to start thinking like me. This is how I'm thinking all the time. People don't know this. I only am true on Twitch. It's the only place where I can be myself because no one cares.
And it's also why you're never on Twitch.
I keep getting banned for a year, and then I'm like, I'm back, and then I get banned immediately. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it is.
But you knew. The whole time you knew.
I'm going to read another one.
All right.
And he folds just like that. Am I an asshole for telling my family he can't go to a football game on Thanksgiving? My husband, 38 male and I, 36 female, have been married for 11 years, have 3 kids, 10, 7, and 3. My husband was a stay-at-home dad for our first 2 kids as a job paid much more than his at the time. Now that the older two are in school, he is back at work and our youngest is in daycare. He's been at this job for about 2 years now. The company he works for has season tickets, so this is a long one, to pretty much any of all... pretty much... What? Oh, yeah, you're just stopping me.
Not like I said it. No, you should just keep reading. You should ignore me like you just told me to do.
Pretty much all of our local professional sports team, most of the time, you can't see, but I'm waving like this in his face, and he's really hating it. Most of the time, they use these for the execs to take the client, but sometimes they will raffle them off to anyone who wants to put their name in. My husband always puts his name in, but has never been picked. That was until his company raffled off tickets to the local NFL team's Thanksgiving game. Without even talking to me first about it, he decided to put his name in and wouldn't, he was picked. What?
Pause.
Huh?
Which 2 teams have always played on Thanksgiving?
But is the Bengals one of them?
No.
Okay, all right. Is it the Jets?
Nope.
Patriots?
Nope.
Kind of had to think about that one, didn't you?
Nope. The Patriots might be. Hold on.
Tampa?
Nope. You're like picking all the teams that don't.
Rams?
Nope. Which team is Tim the Tat Man a huge fan of? Do you even know who that is?
Yes, I know who Tim the Tat Man is. I watched Tim's videos before he was cool, when he was making like World of Warcraft. He made this like nice little inspirational video a while ago, and I don't think he believed me that I told him I had seen it.
Well,
like it was a nice one when he like before he really blew up. He was just like he was talking to the camera very genuinely, just being like, "Hey, it's like hey, you can do it," kind of something like that. I've forgotten about it now, but he had longer hair, I think. I don't know how much hair he is now.
Okay. Well, do you know what his favorite football team is?
Yes, I know what it is.
All right. Who is it?
I know what it is.
Who is it?
I know.
Oh, yeah?
Let's say it on the same time.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Cowboys.
Yeah, he's got it. All right. That's one of the 2. What's the other one?
That's another Texas one?
Nope. North.
Lions.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
See, after 3.5 years, I have learned something about sports.
Those are the 2 teams that historically have always played on Thanksgiving.
Anyway, sorry, everybody. This just some jackass decided to interrupt me reading. Wouldn't you know it, he was pissed. He texted me immediately, all excited about getting 2 tickets to the game. At first, I was happy for him, but then he said to me for the Thanksgiving game, it was for the Thanksgiving game, and I started to have questions. We are hosting my family for Thanksgiving this year. My husband has known about this because it was decided at least 2 months ago. I have a big family, and we're expecting around 20 people. He knows that I'm going to need his help that day. The game is right in the middle of the day, too, so he would be gone the entire day. I reminded him about all of this, and at first he said we should cancel on hosting and go to the game together. I told him that's not happening. He then said that my family can help with stuff and that I'm sure you would be fine without me, as you do all the cooking anyway. I asked him if he really thought that ditching his family on Thanksgiving was an okay thing for a father and husband to do, and he said that this is the first time he has won something like this, and he doesn't know if he'll ever have a chance to get seats this good because the cost is way out of our price range. I asked if he could swap tickets for a different game, and he said it doesn't work that way. Either he accepts the tickets or he declines and the company gives them to another employee. I told him the reason they probably raffled the Thanksgiving game off is because everyone else at his company knows that day is about family first, and no one is dumb enough to ditch out on their family like that. I told him he needs to decline the tickets, but that if he wins a raffle for some other game, then he can definitely go, no questions asked. He told me I was being unreasonable and that there's got to be a way for him to help get things ready and still go to the game. I told him if he goes to the game, he might as well get a hotel too because I don't want him coming home that night. He has until this coming Friday to accept or decline the tickets, and he's still pestering me about it and trying to tell me all the things he would help with before he goes. But I know half of that stuff wouldn't happen.
Here's the interesting thing. She knows he's been entering in for these tickets around the same time every year because she said it at the beginning.
Interesting. Okay. So he's mentioned this before?
It seems to be the case because it says he enters every time.
Yeah, he enters every time.
And hasn't been picked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which means he probably has told her it's for the Thanksgiving game in the past. If I were to guess, I understand both sides, but it is a rare occurrence to get tickets to a Thanksgiving game that is always sold out to a team that's like that. Uh-huh. And if you are passionate about that sport, that is an extremely meaningful thing. Uh-huh. I also understand her perspective of you should be here, you should help out, it's Thanksgiving. Uh-huh. But she, in particular, seems to not see it in the same way that he does and not seeing it from his point of view. And so I think she's being more of the asshole. He is willing to not go because he's still asking permission. He is not up and deciding to go.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I think he's less of the asshole. I think she is being more of the asshole in this situation.
Here's what I'll say, and I'm going out on a ledge. I think there's no qualification. She is straight an asshole. And here's why, right? If you've known your husband has been entering this competition for years, right? Mm-hmm. Have you not been cheering for him to win all of those years? Have you been like, what an idiot for entering that raffle? He wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway. It's ridiculous to even have this notion that's there. The knowledge that he's entering the contest actually precedes the 2 months there for the planning of it because he's been doing it every year. And this is something that he has lost every year. And then, boom, he's winning this.
Which is a lottery ticket.
And he invited her.
Yeah.
He invited her to go. And that would be a special occasion. Even if you don't like a sport, is this a box seat?
More than likely, if I were to guess, this is something Ford Motor Company used to do for Detroit because it was Ford Field. So therefore, it probably would be luxury box seats, potentially even walking on the field beforehand.
Yeah, because this is companies do this. I think Amy's dad or someone, their company or someone related to his company keeps regular seats like that.
Or they own a suite.
Or they have a suite or they sponsor a suite and they get discounts for it and they do that all the time. That is a common thing because it's like when you're in business that has a lot of sales, you do that like Mad Men style. You kind of woo your clients. And I'm not saying this is justification for doing that, but yeah, if they don't have a client, that ticket is going to go to waste and it's an easy morale boost for the company to be like, hey, we'll raffle it off to anybody here.
And it's also a good thing to reward employees on if they're getting adequate pay as well, but this is something extra that can go on top of it outside of like, we're doing something nice and buying you pizza. This is expensive.
Yeah, exactly. It's expensive. And it's probably not a solo booth. It's probably shared amongst, they have things like that.
Or it could also just be really close to the field, which is also extremely rare.
And I totally get this. Like, oh man, if you were dead set on hosting, like that's fine too. But it's like the relationship should be about sharing each other's victories and catching up where there's not. You know, there should not be an automatic boom, and I can say this now. I can talk about this with confidence. There shouldn't be an automatic, like, you must do this because we agree to this. There has to be flexibility, and you have to have a give and take. If your significant other has won something that they've wanted for a long time, it should be more important to recognize how important it was to them as opposed to the circumstances with which it's taking place, right? Okay? And it seems like he's reasonable enough to be like, I will help prepare beforehand.
Yeah, he's trying to do what he can.
Trying to make the most. Hasn't dictated it being like, I'm going to this because it means so much. It's like, I hear you from what you're saying about the circumstances, and I think I can help out in preparing beforehand.
And he was even, I imagine when he's saying your other family could help out, he probably was going to talk to them too, if I were to guess.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's unreasonable to not have even contemplated the circumstances of this occurring because it has been something that he's wanted for a long time.
That's why I said I think she's being more of the asshole. I didn't think necessarily he was being the asshole, but...
Plus, he'll be back.
Yeah.
For the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, now I don't want you here.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's just like you go and you come back whenever, tell us how the game, maybe we'll see you on the game when we watch it, because that's a common thing to watch the Thanksgiving football game. And it's like, it happens. Anyway.
Here's the interesting thing. Thanksgiving tickets are the most expensive regular season game, period.
Okay.
Because one, there's only like 2 teams that are playing, and it's one of the most sought after. So for the 25 NFL season, the Kansas City Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys matchup was among the most expensive tickets, averaging from $546 to $1,500 due to high demand. Yeah.
Per ticket?
Per ticket. Field side seats exceeding $2,000.
Kind of feels shitty on both ends in my little...
All right. Let me put this in perspective. There are people here who don't understand people's passions about sports and excitement about sports. Imagine it's a Broadway show that is only occurring that day that you won tickets for, if you're super into Broadway. Or imagine it's a VIP ticket to go to the Markiplier's You're Welcome tour with the meet and greet to talk and see all of us, but it's only that day.
I see. Yes. See, wouldn't that be something more special to you? Yeah, I recognize that the Super Bowl is more expensive, and it's like, this is why, like, I'm kind of debating when the Olympics come out, just like not being down for it.
Yeah,
it's like the tickets for there were unbelievable.
Listen. Much like GoPro, we reach out to the Olympics and see if we can be media for the Olympics. Get media badges.
Who? Mr. Olympic?
Listen, message your manager. Message the agency. They probably got contacts. They know people.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Also, can I say 20 people they were cooking for?
Yeah, it's 20. Expecting around 20 people.
I've cooked for more.
I've cooked for more too.
I don't think it's that much.
I think it's the
family burden of dealing with the family and stuff like that.
I don't think it's necessarily that. It's the principle of Thanksgiving, of togetherness and being together for a meal, that is very much ingrained in your culture.
The thing is, it's his family. I would want my family to win.
Same. And it was one of those things that it's like, hey, instead of doing all of this work and hosting, you could come to the game with me and have a great time.
Okay, I'm going to think about this in another way.
Okay.
Like, okay, strategically, selfishly, narcissistically, great opportunity to get a bunch of favors. Great opportunity, because he was already willing. It was a bartering moment. If not to recognize the burden that was going to be placed on you, value that burden and get guarantees from him with which you can get repaid later. Oh, you're in charge of Christmas. oh, you're in charge of like all the dinner for Christmas. And then if he disappoints you and doesn't follow through on that, but I bet he won't because he's excited. If I was in this situation, I could be like, please, what can I do to help you? I will do all the prep the night before for Thanksgiving. If I can go to this, and then I'll do all the prep for Christmas. I'll get you all this. Like, it'll be great because then I won't go to another game for another year because I won't need to because this has been so awesome.
And all the other seats are ruined because this was such good seats.
Think selfishly. Get the things you want. Get the promises. And if those promises don't get delivered, then someone could be the asshole. But no one's trying to be an asshole here. Everyone's just trying to do what they want to do.
The thing is, I don't think she's doing something she necessarily wants to do. She's making him do something that she wants him to do.
Wait, what?
There's a difference between he wants to do something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She doesn't necessarily want to do what she's doing, but she wants him to be there as a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I don't think it's necessarily that she wants to do this because it has at this point become an obligation to cook for these people because you created this event and you're doing that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Never said they chose to host. They might pass it around. It might go from family to family and they rotate hosting.
Let's assume the worst. Like they were hosting and all that stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I think they should get a divorce. You know what? You can always count on chat to have the fine line there. That, you know what?
All right, chat. Since a lot of you are apparently disagreeing with us, is there anything you are so passionate about that if you won and it interfered with something else that your partner or your family had an event for, is there anything that exists where you would be upset by them not trying to make a compromise for you being able to go to that?
You know, the real answer here, of course, obviously, is sell the ticket.
Yeah.
Keep the money. Because if money's tight, sell the ticket. Watch the game you would have been on TV. But that's because I don't care as much. Some people really value the in-person experience.
How long ago was this?
6 years ago, as it said? No, 6 months ago.
Okay.
That was just recent.
That could have been.
Last Thanksgiving, yeah.
Those were huge games, especially Detroit in for playoffs. And also there are crazy halftime shows during that and stuff like that. Also, this could have been the Bengals. This was the first time the Bengals ever played on Thanksgiving.
I love the leap some people make because it's like, this will happen all the time in the comments of these things. It'll be like, someone said, I think their relationship is already on the rocks. You can't make any presumption off of any of this about that. Even if that were true, it's like, it's not part of the argument. It's not part of any of this. But it's like, that's why I was like, I can't stand constantly reading this stuff. You realize how pessimistic people have become about anything. You know, every situation is like, leave them forever. I mean, this marriage is dead. You will end up dead.
One thing wrong and it's over.
It's over.
I got the ick once. Can't look at him ever again.
Yes, exactly. Got the ick. I remember my favorite ick thing was being on the plane. It was like, just imagine your boyfriend sitting on the plane all like,
oh my, yeah.
Just sitting there, doing what the pilot says.
Imagine your boyfriend not knowing anything about cars. Ick.
Okay, someone also said they needed communication before entering and what would have happened if they won. Okay, but it's also being like, okay, it's a little unrealistic to be like, okay, we're gonna plan out every circumstance. If I win, and also we have promised to host for 2 months, we should figure this out now.
Let's have 1,000,000 contingencies that if anything happens at any time.
I think they should rock, paper, scissors. I think the wife should go to the game. He cooks dinner. No one's happy.
Yes.
She sleeps in the hotel afterwards. He stays with the family.
She sleeps in the hotel. He sleeps in the doghouse. The family sleeps in the house.
Yeah, the roof is put in the basement. Basement put in the second floor. Create a middle floor in between the first and the second floor. That's if they are in a house. If they're in an apartment...
We go to the North Pole.
Yes. All right, read another one.
Am I the asshole planning to go to a football game over my wife's birthday?
Okay, this is even worse. Oh my God.
Try to keep it short. I'm planning to go to a football game this fall. My alma mater is the University of Michigan, and it's where I met my wife. I'm from Oklahoma, and almost all of my friends went to OU for college. For literally the first time in my lifetime, Michigan is playing at Oklahoma on September 6th. I plan to go hang out with my high school friends while repping my alma mater in my home state. However, this conflicts with my wife's 40th birthday on September 4th. She is not a sports fan and doesn't care to join me on this trip. She says, and I quote, "I'm not spending my 40th birthday in fucking Oklahoma." She has actually expressed wanting a 40th birthday bash. I've offered to do it the weekend before, which she doesn't like that date, and we'll do something nice ourselves. Those plans are to be determined. My parents still live in Oklahoma. We are in Arizona. So I want to head to Oklahoma a few days early to visit with friends and family before the game. Not only will my Oklahoma friends be going, I've got several college friends I went to Michigan with going. I've got plans started for a large tailgate, and I'm honestly bummed she isn't going. It's a real worlds colliding moment, but she is not happy that I won't be around for her birthday weekend. Things have been icy, and she has called me an asshole for prioritizing a football game. Am I the asshole?
Wait, I gotta go look at this one again, just because I want to make sure I get all the details before I make any claims.
My thing is, I don't understand why you can't have your 40th birthday bash not on your 40th birthday. A lot of people do that.
I get it because it's a real landmark.
It is a landmark,
and it's
birthday.
important for pretty much anybody because as soon as you cross over into 40, you're done, right?
That's
done.
when you're in the grave.
Right? Yeah, we're close.
You're over the hill.
We're close. So, and as soon as we do,
We're done.
Maybe for me, more so.
Why for you?
Because I already had a kidney transplant at 20.
Oh, fuck.
The average age for a kidney transplant is already 45 or older.
whatever. It is a big one.
It seems like there's been a lot of planning ahead and conversation to be had about this. It's like figuring it out.
This one I think is different than the other one, mostly just because in Thanksgiving is a general holiday. This is her day, right? It's her day and it's a big one. And if there's anything that's important about this one, it's, just to...
I also would propose another option. Game's on the 6th. Her birthday's on the 4th. Why not stay after the game to hang with friends instead of before? Then you're there for her birthday and still go to the game.
Because it was probably the weekend and the whole weekend, like it's probably like a Sunday game or even a Monday game, and it means like you're going to
College
be
football
out.
doesn't play on Sunday. It's probably a Saturday game.
Okay, it's probably a Saturday game. Either way, it's pretty close, and that 40th should be like a whole weekend kind of thing, right? I think that this is someone who probably sees it's one of those situations where like, hey, he's probably a decent guy. I think there's probably people calling for divorce in the comments, of course, because this is always how that goes. Decent guy seeing the chips like, oh, it's family, friends, Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma because that's where I'm from. Ba ba ba, be ba ba, and like lots of people together, and all of this is irrelevant because it's her 40th birthday. It's like
It was a Saturday, to be clear.
okay, well, good for you. Anyway, it's one of the cases where the other chips don't really balance here because it's like this is a pretty particular one, and you should probably be there. You should probably be there.
The argument that does exist is Michigan and Oklahoma do not play each other often at all. That is, again, scheduling wise, very, very uncommon. And then at the same time in Oklahoma, like you said, it just hasn't happened. Let me see how many times.
Well, a lot of other people are also still saying like, dude, go to the game later, like celebrate with your wife.
That was my thought.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like there's a way to compromise this. They've played at Oklahoma one time, and that was literally last year. This is the only time in the history of both programs,
I don't think it matters.
which have been around for a long time, that they played.
I don't think it matters.
I think there's a world where there's a compromise.
Divorce isn't enough. This one. All right, here we go. Singer Do 4540. Am I the asshole for not wanting my 4-year-old daughter to join a soccer team simply because I don't want to get up early every Saturday? Valid. Not the asshole. Super awesome. I don't even need to read this one. Very valid. Who wants to get up early? I don't.
Not on Saturday.
Okay, all right. Okay, I want. Let's get a snap judgment poll. Not reading. Let's get a poll going. Just pure snap judgment from title alone. Am I the asshole for not wanting to go to my 4-year-old to join a soccer team simply because I don't want to get up early every Saturday? All right. Okay, let's get the judgments out there. Let's get the judgments out there.
At 4 years old, how much does she really want soccer?
Exactly. 4-year-olds aren't even conscious. Let's all be real about this. They don't have their frontal cortex is not even close to formed.
I almost made a horrible joke, and I'm not going to.
I don't want to hear it anyway. All right. Okay. Send him to Guam. Choose divorce. I don't remember being 4.
I remember being 4.
My husband has said he thinks I'm being selfish, and I am. But I am being strategic here. Now I can see. See, it's the strategic selfishness. Yes. I'm a mom of 2, 4, and under, currently 5 months pregnant. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I have narcolepsy. So needless to say, I'm tired all the time. Saturday is the one day in my week where there are no set plans, and I like it that way.
There's a lot on that already that is like, yo, get your rest.
Why do I need to ruin that one day I get to choose what I want to do? Just so my 4-year-old, who probably won't know what she is missing, can go play a sport she probably isn't ready to play anyway. She has years to pick up a hobby, extracurricular. I just don't see the point right now, other than to stress me out even more than I already am. Point blank, I'm just tired and don't want to, so I can't even say it's not selfish, but we are allowed to be selfish on some things, and I feel justified because I'm at my personal capacity. My husband won't even be able to help with every game because he sometimes works weekends. So no, I'm not interested in putting my kids in sport right now because I will likely flake on those days he works. Also, we live in a very hot state. I have zero interest in spending more time outside than I have to. My husband's reasoning is he wants her to be athletic and mostly that she will make friends and have fun socializing. I'd rather help her socialize through play dates, not a weekly commitment to be on a team. My in-laws have made it clear they agree that it would be good for her and I'm being unfair. My family thinks it's not that important right now at 4, but say she would have fun. So what do you think? Am I the asshole?
If the daughter wants to play soccer, then I would say to a degree, but there's a way that she could join soccer and then you could probably get somebody to carpool to pick her up and bring her back.
There's an easy solution. It's a polka dot piece of cloth. You wrap all your toys in it, put it on a stick. That kid should run. Run away.
Get some cream, put it in her backpack, make her run. She'll do the butter run in no time.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
It's a 2-for-1 deal. She'll come back with fresh.
Everyone should disown the child, divorce the husband. It's the only way I see.
Narcoleptic and pregnant, I totally can see the perspective of like, that's a lot.
That's a lot to deal with.
That is a lot by itself.
I understand this. Yes, I understand. But should that get in the way of
your kid's happiness?
Kid's happiness.
But is your kid happy? It seems like he wants her to do it, not necessarily that she wants to do.
I get that the husband works some weekends, and maybe that's an irregular work schedule, and I can understand that. I think that you could pick up some more here. I'm trying to figure out a way
she also said every Saturday. If he's going to be driving the other days, it's not every Saturday. Unless she has to go because he's not going to go by himself. Or he's not going to go when he doesn't have to work on Saturday. I think there's a way they can find somebody else to help bring that person there.
Why can't the other kid drive?
Yeah, make the other 4-year-old drive.
No, it's perfectly valid to choose yourself in some cases. Even parents can not be fully selfless, but there's an update to this. So I'll get ahead. Okay. I'm going to jump ahead of the curve because I probably got to go at some point. Update. My daughter has been enrolled in soccer. Whoa, look at you. Anyway, believe it or not, I actually have a very supportive village, including my in-laws and husband. Maybe I'm selfish, but it is because I know of if I burn out, I will not be a good mother, teacher, wife, or person. LOL. Everyone needs rest and time for themselves. If that makes me selfish, then oh well, I'm unashamedly selfish. I love my children more than anything, but I have needs too. And they understand that others have needs. It's a good thing to say no sometimes. I also clean house on Saturdays. And no, if I get up and leave the house early, I will find other things in town to do and never come home and clean. My children need a clean home to live in more than extracurricular activities. However, I am giving this a try and will continue letting her do soccer if she likes it and if it works out for the whole family. Remarry and readopt the kid. We are so back. Yeah, remarry, readopt. Let's do it. Well, I think if for people saying this is like the daughter is enrolled in soccer, the rest of the family is going to take the kid to soccer and bring back home, and they're going to take turns doing them. So I think they all worked it out because of communication.
Bum, bum, bum. It's amazing how many problems can be solved with communication.
Why are you being a weirdo? You're an asshole for being the weirdo.
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize. That's an asshole behavior. You need to never apologize. Always think for yourself. Fuck the kids. They don't deserve any happiness in the world. I'm reading. Wink, wink. I read the winks too. They were part of what.
With the current climate of things, fuck the kids has a different meaning than what you said.
That's obviously not what I was saying.
I know that's not what you're saying.
Why would you even insinuate that's what I was saying?
Files needs to be released and those people need to be prosecuted.
That truth, despite the things, it's entirely different. When people say fuck the police, they're not thinking that way.
But they could.
They're not. Blowing everything up. Blow all of it up. Blow everything up.
I'm reading.
Anyway, all right, so that's the end of the podcast.
Thank you guys so much for joining in on Mark's impromptu Twitch live stream and GMFST podcast recording. You can find us every Thursday Episodes do post on YouTube. They do post on Spotify and various other places where you can find the podcasts. But you can also support us by going and getting merch at store.gmfst.com. And you could potentially submit some episode ideas, some information, some Am I the Assholes to our Reddit, reddit.com/r/gmfst. We interact with it, we engage with it, and we hope you do as well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.